Welcome to is it the third C++ tutorial with Gideon Asari, and with this tutorial we are going to use our codeblocks IDE. So initially, since we downloaded it, you can go and launch it, and when you launch it, this interface should be here. So since we want to get a new project done, we have to click either this or this. So you can click on create new project, or you can go to file and click on new and click on and select projects. So this dialog should pop up. Select console application and select go next. C++, no, you select a C++ instead of C, so C++. Next, the project title, maybe Gideon. Then you should have your file location where you save it, so you can browse it and select where you want to save it. Select one of them. So if it's either one of these folders, you select a new save, then you go to next. So it says already exists. Oh, okay, so Gideon 2, think that will be okay. So finish, and you should have this blank whole thing facing you. So you go to your files here, go to this folder, the try, it's like a tree, so you click on it. Good. So what do? I click on Gideon 2 instead, and I'll click on the main. Click on the main, and this should pop up. So this should pop up. So half of the job has been done already. Now you don't have to code any include IOStream or using namespace std, or main has already been defined for you. Now you say, Gideon, what is this? First, the include here and the IOStream here, they are libraries, they are already built in C++. And for example, if you go to a library and you want to learn something about cooking, you wouldn't go to maybe the sculpture session, maybe you go to the hospitality session. So the program is trying to tell us that now what the program that we are going to create is basically going to take an input and output. The O means an output, the O just here, output string. So we should use the inputs and output string. That's it. So it already knows that the basic program that we write will that be taking an input and output, and the std here, that's what I said, is the standard library. And in C++, the execution starts at int main, and there's just brackets here, and there's just curly brackets also there. So this is a function, and this is a function body. So it's already built in that anytime it says main with this thing here, that's where the program starts working. So you can click on this thing, build and run, or run. So you click on it, yes, and then see what will happen. A black dialog box should pop up with the inscription boldly written on hello world. So since my computer is a little bit slow, we wait for a while, and yeah, you will have it very soon. Good. So here you have it, hello world. So these things here, the mid shifts, they are called mid shifts, and where it's pointing to is pointing it to the screen where we are. So the direction of the mid shift tells the IDE or the compiler where we want to print it to. And the C out, I don't know why they named it C out, but maybe if anybody knows, you can leave the comments below. The C out, I'm thinking is like C, so C out, like C printing something out, and it will end line. After it has written this, it will end the line, and at main it always returns 0. So let's try and do more printing and see what will happen. So let's clean this, and maybe let me enter my name, Gideon sorry, and let me press F9 and see what will happen. So F9, and it should be having Gideon Asari printed on a black screen on a very fine prompt, and it will terminate. So let's wait for some few seconds, and you can also enter your name there if you are whatever name. So have my name Gideon Asari printed on it. So basically that's it. So let's see, we want to print more, maybe go and line, I go here and I paste it, and I go and paste it, and let's run. Let me enter my F9 and see what will happen. So when I press my F9, look at what will happen. So in a few seconds you should have it, and this logs here also tells us what might be wrong with our program. So just as complaining something here. So it says Gideon Asari. So it's printing a lot. So after it printed this line, it ended the line. Okay, let's just take some part of it off and see what will happen. So let's press F9 and see what will happen. Since we've taken the end line from there and taken the last space shift, let's see what will happen. Now we realize that this test editor is very strong and it has some inbuilt intelligence. So it just this pops up and tells me that. So look at that. So Gideon Asari, the next one came there instead of going to the next line. So that's the meaning of the next line. That's why we add the next line. But there is another trick too. You could use this one. Though there are differences as we progress, there are some advances as we progress. Maybe we could delete the end line and use this one instead, and see what will happen. Okay, so let me press my F9 and let's see. And it's so marvelous. Realize that it also go to the new line, and this will also write the same. So basically, from a basic standpoint, it should work the same thing for us. So the same. So that is it. So supposing I have this also, so there is this one, and there's one also here that we type the T. Suppose you have this T. Let's see what will happen. Maybe I have another T here. Maybe let's see what will happen. So let me have that T, and you see what will happen. So basically that's what we did for today's tutorial. Exactly. So now we have a space here, right? So that is it. So the T will give us a space. Let's try this to another T, and see. Maybe we put some of the T here, something stupid, and then Let's run it. Slash T. So let's see what will happen. Very soon the program will. Hmm. In fact, C++ is one of my personal favorites. It's one of the programs that I enjoy. So look at what is happening. Because of this T here, there is a vast space there, and there's a T, and there was a T. So that's why there are spaces. Okay. So basically, that's all about our lesson for today, and hope you enjoyed it. And you can leave your comments below so that it also serves as a little motivation. So let's move on to my next tutorial. Thank you.